Hello everybody and welcome back to Building Tutorials. And today I am going to be starting a brand new build. Last episode I finished building the Minecraft Museum, which is right here. And today I am going to be building a brand new school for the village here. So, I was trying to figure out a good spot to put this, and I think going over here is going to be the best spot to put the school. Now, this is going to be a pretty big build, so I'm going to have to mark out a bunch of space. So that's what I'm going to be working on today, is getting the outline of the building ready, and then I wanted to start working on building some of the walls. So I'm going to go ahead and put torches down to mark out the area. And I'm also going to have to figure out a way of getting over to the school. So I'm going to need to put like a parking lot and a whole like front area to kind of like drop off all of the kids to go in. So I'm going to build that as well. So I'm going to start with that actually. So that way I know exactly where the front bit is. So I'm going to use probably the smooth stone. I think it's going to look good. So I'm going to build a road that will lead right over here to where you can drop off the kids to go to school. So I'm going to build this out of the slabs here. I need to make sure that I leave enough space for the cars. And we're going to have the drop off point go to like right about here. And then the actual building is going to go this way. Oh, great. There's apparently some pillagers over here. What are these guys doing? So I'm going to go ahead and fill in this entire area here with black concrete. And this is going to be like the drop-off area. This is going to be the start of the school. So I'm not going to build this entire thing right now, because I want to get building the actual like school. But I'm going to at least get this set up and ready. So this will be the end of the drop-off area. So you pull up over here. You drop off the kids right over here. I also need to build like the path. So this is going to be where I'm going to put the path. And the best block that I found for kind of like a sidewalk type block is kind of like sandstone. I think it's like the closest you can get, or you get one of the stones. Looks pretty good as well. Now, because I've got slabs here, I can either put this up a block, or I can put it in the ground like this. So let's see what the difference is. Because this one you have to step up, and then you'll have like the path. So this will go 5 blocks out like this, and this whole area will get filled in. This is where I'm going to use the torches to kind of mark this out. So I'll have the path go from like here over to here. And then over here, I'm going to put the torches in again. So this is going to be the path area right there. And the actual school entrance is going to be here. And I'm going to build the whole thing out of bricks. So I'm going to go ahead and start by putting in the bricks. And we're going to have a big door right here. That will be the entrance. So you enter through here, and I'm gonna have it as kind of like a big box. So we're gonna have like a courtyard in the middle as well, where you can go outside. But the building is gonna go all the way over to where my torches are at over here. So I'm gonna just build the first layer of blocks now, and then after I get all the walls and stuff marked out with the first layer, then I'll start building these all the way up, which the height is going to be 4 blocks here. So there's how tall the building would be if I do 2 floors. If I do 1, we would just get rid of this top bit here, and that'll be how tall it is there. I'm going to start with doing 1 floor. I might add a second one later, but I should be able to fit everything in on 1 layer. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this back. I'm probably going to have to go all the way over to where the end of the zoo is at. So I'm going to build this all the way over to here. We actually missed the zoo, so I could go further Alright, so the ending block for the school is going to be right here. And if I just build this all the way over to this side, I can connect it up. So now we've got a big kind of like box here. I don't know if this is an exact square or not. I haven't really measured it. Okay, so I've done some measurements of the actual building here so that I can figure out how big this is going to be. And I've got it now 44 by 44 blocks. So this is how big it's going to be. And I'm going to split this into 4 different sections. So we're going to have 1 section over here, 2 sections, 3 sections, and then 4 sections. And then I'm probably going to have to extend this out like further that way as well. 4 more rooms. But this is going to be the first section of the building. So I'm just going to get rid of all the bricks here. And I'm going to leave this hallway in. So we're going to have a 4-block hallway right here. And then I'm also going to have to change where this hallway's at as well, so that I can get it in the middle here. Okay, so I've just moved the rooms around to where we've got 20 blocks on each side. So these are 20 blocks here, 20 blocks over there. And then I just need to connect these 2 rooms up because this is going to be 1. So this wall right here is going to get destroyed. And then this wall over here is going to get destroyed as well. And then I'm going to build the wall right here. Oh, right, there's a pig in the way. I'll go ahead and move the pig out of the way. And now we've got our brand new hallway here. So that means that this area over here also needs to get moved over here. And everything should be in equal parts now. So we've got our main hallway here. We've got the cafeteria over here, which the entrance, we're going to have like 2 different ways, maybe even more than that. But we're going to have like an entrance over here. Actually, I might move it a little bit this way because we have to have like the area where you're going to pick up your food. So that's going to be its own room over there. So the actual entrance, I think it's going to go right here. So we're going to have an entrance that's here. And then over here, we can have like an area where you can pick up food. And then this whole area over here will have tables. We could even turn this into like a stage area where we could have like different assemblies and stuff that happens. So we could use that. This area right here is going to be the library area. So I'm going to get rid of this. We'll have the library here. We'll have the main office and all the other offices will be in that section. And then this hallway here will keep going all the way over that way to where we're going to have the gym. So one of the other things that I could do with this, I could actually put this into different buildings. So we could have like building 1 over here. We could have like building 2, 3, and 4. So we could have 4 different buildings, and then we could have paths connecting each one. That might be a better way of doing this, and have like a huge like campus of buildings. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm also going to have to build like a fence. I guess we don't have to put a fence. We could just have grass. But I now need to mark out an area of where like the walking path is going to be. So I've built out 10 blocks here. This is going to be like the space in between each of the buildings. So the next one is going to start right here. So we can have this area right here open. So we've got 10 blocks of space. So this right here is going to be the next hallway area. And then this is going to be the start of the next building. So this, I think, was like 44 by 44. So if I build all these sections the same size, we can have 4 equal sections that'll link up to the entire building. So let me just recount this one more time, make sure I know the right dimensions of it, and then I'm going to build the same thing over on that side. Okay, so I've built the 44 blocks along here. I made sure that this is also 44 blocks. So now all I have to do is build this all the way to the end of this section right here. So that's the end of this section. And then I'm going to build another gap of 10 blocks. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, this will be the start of the next building. And I can use the measurements from here to go all the way along here and connect up with that block right there. It should be the block that the sheep's on. So this block right here is going to be the end. And then I just have to count out 44 blocks this way. So I could actually make this one the gym section. So that way we have a huge gym area here. And then we can have like the 2 classroom areas. So we have classrooms over there, classrooms over there. And then this is the cafeteria, office, library. And then we'll have like the classrooms over in this area. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we need to build into the school that might be needed. I think that's pretty much all the main stuff. So if I think of anything else that I should add to the building, I'll add it in later. And if you guys have any suggestions as well, post them in the comments and I will definitely look at all of your suggestions. But now that this is kind of like outlined, I can start by building up all of the walls to 4 blocks high. So this right over here is 4 blocks up. So that wall's already finished. The other thing that I'm going to do before I do all the walls is I'm going to do the doorways. So this is going to be the front area here. It's going to go like all the way over there. I still haven't figured out how I'm going to do like this outside bit, because I could also enclose this as well. But I do need to get rid of all of this grass here so that I can put the path in. Which I think for this path, I might actually use cobblestone for it. So if I grab some cobblestone, I can use this for the path. I could even use like cobble deep slate. Let's see, which one would look better for a path? Because I guess I could use the cobble deep slate. And I haven't really used this block too much for any builds. So this could be a cool block to put down for the path. So if I go ahead and build this out a little bit here. This inside, I'm not sure exactly which block I'm going to build for the hallway. I was thinking about using andesite, which would go good with the cobble deep slate. So if I grab the andesite block, if you wanted to build this in survival mode, using slabs would probably be better for this, because you can get way more blocks out of slabs than you would if you use like the full block. I'm going to use the actual block here for this because I'm in creative, so it's like infinite resources. But this is what the inside path will be like, and then this is the outside path. So I think this cobble deep slate's gonna look really good. And then I can also put some bushes out here as well. If I grab like some oak leaves, I can put bushes along the side here of the path. I can get like some flowers. This area over here, I'm thinking about possibly putting like a brick wall. So I'm gonna have like a 2-block wall like this. And because they've updated the way walls work, it connects up nicely with the actual bricks as well. So I think this will look really good, having the walls at the 2 ends over here. Actually, there's 4 ends, because we've got to block up this area as well. Which, this path really isn't that necessary. So this area right here isn't really going to be a hallway, because we're going to have like the main path that leads here. And then it'll go into these sections. For the classrooms, I could build smaller hallways off of here. So I'll have the main area here. We'll have like an entrance somewhere around here, which will then go into another hallway that branches off into the rooms. So I could actually build one of these sections, split it into 4 parts, and then have 4 rooms, build a staircase over there. I could have 8 rooms in each section. That actually might be a really good idea. So I'm going to have this split into 4 sections. I'm going to have a staircase that goes up, and then the classroom section will be 2 floors tall. Everything else will be on 1 floor. So that's how I'm going to build this. So this is the general outline of what the building's going to look like. Next episode, I'm going to get all the walls done, and maybe even start building some of the rooms. But I need to get the doors done first because I haven't done that yet. So I'm going to have a glass window right here that'll be kind of like a check-in area. So we'll have like a little tiny room here where we'll have someone who kind of like checks you in. So we'll go ahead and build a small little room like this. This will be like the check-in area. So we'll have a chair in there. And then we'll have like this little hole here. So we'll have like a chair right there. So you can walk in, check in. And then over here, we'll have a door. And then this doorway will lead into a smaller hallway. So I can build a small hallway that goes through here. We've got 2 small offices over here. We got 2 like medium-sized offices. And then we got 2 large offices over in this section. So that's the office section done. This is going to be the library. And I want to have the library entrance start over here. I might build like 1 block in, because I'll have like bookshelves here on the wall. So I'll have the entrance start right here. I could even go 1 more block. So that way we have the entrance. We'll have bookshelves all throughout here. So it's going to be a pretty open area. So I'm not really going to build any more walls in there. But that's going to be the library. This, I've already kind of built the entrance over here for the cafeteria. I'm also going to build another entrance over on this side. If I put a stage in here, that actually might take up some more space. So I'm going to move this over probably about there. So that's the first section done. The gym is just going to be this. So this is probably going to be built out of like mostly wood. I'm going to have like the wooden floor here. We'll put like some bleachers on both sides. And that's really doesn't need any walls in the gym. The classroom section over here is definitely going to need to get split up into a bunch of different sections. Kind of like the office area. So I'm going to go ahead and connect these 2 together. So right over here is where I'm going to put like the wall. Because this isn't really needed. So I'm going to connect this together. And I'm going to figure out how big these rooms are going to be. Okay, so I've done some measuring of the classroom. I built like a really simple like mock build for the classroom. Just so I can get the measurements down. And this is 23 by 15 is going to be the size of all of the different classrooms. And over here, I built a double wall so that both of these are 15 blocks long. And the other cool thing about having a double wall is that you can change the wall of each classroom. So you could have this wall over here be like an andesite wall. And then on this side, you could have like a sandstone wall if you wanted to. And that way, each room can have their own individual wall color. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not, because this wall has to stay brick, or I could change these walls as well, but because this is the hallway here, whatever this wall changes to, you're going to see it from the hallway, but I do have the ability here to change this wall color to whatever I want. Otherwise, I'll just leave it as a double wall. So then over here, we've got another hallway that will connect up all of these rooms here. Now, this one's actually a little bit smaller than the other rooms. These are all like 23 blocks long. This one, I think, is only 16 blocks. So it's a little bit smaller, but I didn't have enough space because this is like the end wall here. So this is the best I could do. There should still be enough room to fit everything in. We'll just probably have less chairs than like one of these other classrooms. And then over here at the end of this hallway, I'm gonna have a staircase that will lead up to the second floor, and I can get even more rooms put in there. But that's what I'm gonna work on building next time. So I'm gonna go and end the episode here, so make sure to leave a like and to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.